Support for the Podcast Brothers is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for the family jewels. They're obsessed over their technology developments to provide you with the best tools for your grooming experience. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code PODBROS at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Use code PODBROS.
We're brothers, we're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Flaw 700, a.k.a. Flaw Claw Van Dam, a.k.a. Flaw Cigar, a.k.a. your boy, Dump Some Goy. And this is episode 188 of the Podcast Brothers. I'm hosting it solo dolo. And you already know how I give it up. I know that you're here for a good time and not a long time. So let's get straight to the shits. I ain't fucking around.
Bullshit!
The fuck are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about?
We gonna hit y'all with the 2-for-1 goodies. I got you now and I got you later. So let's talk about right now. Fuck is you doing? Josh Bellamy? Ex-New York Jets wide receiver Josh Bellamy was arrested Thursday for alleged role in a $24 million COVID-19 relief scheme, the U.S. Department announced on Thursday. The complaint says that Bellamy, along with 10 other defendants, allegedly applied for a paycheck protection program, the pay for those that know about that, via at least 90 fraudulent applications for a total of more than $24 million. According to the Justice Department's release, many of those applications were approved, paying out at least $17.4 million. If you're not cheating, you're not trying, right? I mean, they've been robbing us all our lives, all our existence. They've been taking and stealing. So why not steal from them? I get it. If that's your thinking, if that's your go-to, if that's what you're talking about. So I'm a Gemini. I see all angles. I just see it all. No matter what you do besides molestation, rape, anything sexual, I can see why you did it. You caught a body, I can understand. You know, stole a candy bar from her. I get it. I understand. So with this, I understand. I get it. But boy, do I just have a problem with the black people who run straight to Gucci. I got millions of dollars. Let me buy something Gucci. I got millions of dollars. Let me go do the things that this guy did is just absolutely insane. And it just shows you. And from what I understand, it's just because somebody is a former athlete or a current athlete doesn't mean that they're the sharpest knife in the drawer. More than likely, it means you ain't that smart. You just athletic and you can jump high. Yeah, I said it. You guys are fucking buffoons, idiots. Some of you. Not a lot of you. It's not a lot of LeBron Jameses out there. It's not a lot of, who else can I name that's pretty smart? Magic Johnson, Michael Jordans, Kobe Bryant, rest in peace to the Bean. You understand what I'm saying? Dwayne Wades. I can name the intelligent athletes, not on both hands probably, but I'm pretty sure there's not 50 of you guys. Yeah, I'll say it. I'm pretty sure it's not 50 of you. The rest of you, because there's like thousands and hundreds of thousands of athletes that, you know, roam this planet. You guys are stupid. Idiots. Now, I don't know what he was supposed to do with that $17 million, along with his colleagues that helped rob the PPP. But maybe if, hey, he did something different with the bread, it might not have been as bad. But when it highlights that, hey, you spent your money on Gucci and I forgot the other two, it just don't sit well with Flaw 700. Now, who am I to you? I'm a nobody, but this is my show, pal. And I could say, you know, what the fuck is you doing? All I want to you, because I think that what you did is stupid. And once again, I think a lot of you athletes are stupid. Y'all just can jump high. Y'all just can run fast. Bunch of fucking idiots. You had money, bro. I don't know how good you was in the NFL. I don't know how nice you were. Didn't bother to do my Googles. I don't care. But you had a job that paid you a lot of money. You didn't need to rob the PPP and then go spend it mostly on Gucci. What would I have done with the $17 million? I don't know. And I know that I can't afford Gucci. If I had $1 billion, I probably wouldn't purchase nothing Gucci. It's just not my thing. It's not my avenue. It's not nothing I do. But if buying Gucci makes you feel better, makes you feel like you accomplished something, then be my guest. But just spend it with your own bread. So with that being said, what's this fuckboy Josh Bellamy? I got one question for you, pal. Fuck is you proving? What's a few questions? Fuck is she doing? Fuck is she proving? You bitch ass nigga.
The fuck are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about?
Now, I know y'all heard at the top of the podcast, we have partnered with Manscaped. Y'all know what Manscaped is. If you don't know, you basically, I'm going to teach you, show you, well, not show you, we ain't doing that. I'm going to teach you what Manscaped is all about. So I'm about to go into my commercial again. You understand? Like we got a partner, ladies and gentlemen. Are y'all happy for the brothers or what? Are y'all happy for us? Come on, give us a clap, man. Y'all happy for us or what? Also, I want to give a shout out to everyone from Twitter who suggested that it be us. I know there were numerous of podcasts that were selected to partner with Manscaped. So I'm not saying that, hey, we beat out all the podcasts and became partners with Manscaped. No, but there was a question from Manscaped that was asked to the masses that I wasn't aware of. And I just started getting notifications to my phone. So when I checked to see what it was a good friend of ours telling Manscaped, hey, you should get with the podcast brothers. They're pretty dope. Now, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. I'm negative Nancy. I does that. It's what I do. And even though I was like, man, I appreciate y'all, I'm like, they're not gonna get with us. They're not gonna rock with us. But a few weeks later, and I don't think it was that long, I got an email, and the email stated that because of the Twitter response that we got, we decided to reach out to you guys. So once again, I want to thank everyone who tweeted Manscaped and said, get the podcast brothers. Them boys is good. Them boys good. Appreciate y'all. So let me get into my commercial, man, because this is how we're going to make the big bucks, man. So support for the podcast brothers is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below the waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision engineered tools for the family jewels. Y'all know how I feel about rap, man. It rhymes. Precision tools for the family jewels. They're obsessed over their technology developments to provide you with the best tools for your grooming experience. Now, I've used a regular razor on my balls, and you learn the hard way that your balls are a sensitive pair. We already know that the balls is sensitive, but I guess you think that if you are a little gentle with them, everything is going to be all right. Well, not with a razor. Nope. Try again, motherfucker. You can get nicked up, little blood here and there. You just realize that the razor for your face and your head is different for your balls. And that's why Manscaped has created their third generation trimmer, cutting edge ceramic blade that reduces grooming accidents thanks to the advanced skin safe technology. Excuse me, people. Skin safe technology. I used it. Smooth. Great. Work wonders. Had no problems. Had no, what's that, chafing situation? I didn't have none of that. Beautiful. Looking down at my piece like, oh, it's you. I didn't know you were so beautiful. I didn't know you looked like that. I've shaved before, but I think the overall experience of the 3.0 trimmer and just the smoothness of it just made it all worthwhile. It made it better. You know what I'm saying? Like it's real easy. And those that do have the Manscaped trimmer tell you that it's a beautiful thing. And another thing, fellas, you won't want to send another nude with your hairy dick and balls. Matter of fact, fellas, the price for nudes just went up. Start a OnlyFans page or a fans only, whatever you call the shits, and charge them to see your newly groomed goodies. Also, fellas, if your girl loves giving you manicures and shit, you know how your women like doing special things for you. It's cool. It's part of the relationship. I get it. Let her shave your balls. She might like that shit. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code PODBROS, PODBROS, at manscaped.com. That's 20% with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code PODBROS, PODBROS. All right, so we're going to keep it pushing, man. You know, it's just me, solo dolo, holding it down. Fresco will be back next week. And I'm back at Starbucks. I got the not the computer, but my Rodecaster set up. I got the camera rolling. I got the light beaming. And we're doing wonders, man. And we're going to keep this thing rolling because I know you're here for a good time, not a long time. New Jersey makes Juneteenth a state holiday. Shout out to New Jersey, my hometown, my home state. We get busy over here, you know what I'm saying? Juneteenth, for those that don't know, I'm going to explain to you what Juneteenth is again. If you don't know, it's all right. It's all right. I'm not one of them people that be like, what? You don't know what Juneteenth is? What? Juneteenth is the day that we truly celebrate the end of slavery in America. And now a state holiday in New Jersey as Governor Phil Murphy finalized the development alongside the Garden State bred R&B star SZA. Not RZA, not Jizza, not the old dirty bastard, SZA. Virtually, who is from New Jersey, as a matter of fact. Shout out to SZA. The Democratic governor held a live ceremony Thursday on Instagram to sign a bill into law establishing the third Friday in June as Juneteenth Day in New Jersey. I want to do my research on that as well. Does that mean that the state workers have off? I'm not a state worker, so I don't know how state holidays work, but I just know that we acknowledge it in New Jersey now. And currently I work in Pennsylvania. So that means for those that don't know, once again, I'm not shaming anybody for not knowing because there's a lot of things that I don't know. If you live in New Jersey, but you don't work in New Jersey, you might still need to request off from your job if the state that you work in does not celebrate Juneteenth. If I'm still working at my job, because I plan on being my own boss in another 365 days, actually a little bit sooner than that because the clock has been ticking for a few months now. I've given myself a year and that was a few months ago. But if I'm still working, you best believe that I'm going to remember to do two things in 2021 going forward. Request off Martin Luther King Day and request off Juneteenth. I keep forgetting to request off those days. Lucky for me, I was off this past Juneteenth and I had a blast. Brought some merch from a black business. Ate good at black restaurants. We need to do more of that. We need to keep that up. We need to keep that going. Shout out to New Jersey for making this a state holiday. Once again, if you live in New Jersey, but you don't work in New Jersey, you still have to request off or just call out. I want to talk about something real quick, man. Once again, I'm going to keep this brief. Women love aggressive men. That's a fact. Some women, I'm not going to say all, but some women love aggressive men. That's just a fact. Sometimes as men, we try to meet that aggression, even though we're not that type. We're not him. But we like this young lady. So we try to meet them halfway, but we don't know how to do it. I can speak for myself and say, you don't know when it's time to turn up. You understand what I'm saying? That makes sense. Where's my notes at? If you're not aggressive, you don't love. These are things. These are toxic traits that might get brought on to you, and they say, "Hey, well, you don't love me if you don't do certain things, right?" If you're not aggressive, you don't love her. If you don't double text her, you're not interested. If you don't pull up at the event to beg her to take you back, then you was never interested in her. I've had situations to where my personality is way laid back. So laid back to where you might think I don't care. I care. I care a lot. But how I show I care is how I show the way I care. Now, maybe I'm in my comfort zone or in my safe zone, but I'm not comfortable with showing a different type of emotion. I'm not good at that. That's not where I'm best at. And, begging is not one of them. I'm sorry. So you think to yourself, should you have to change for the person that you're dating? Is it necessary for a man to know how to beg? And it's not just about a woman. If my job, called me in the office and said, "Hey, Mr. So-and-so, your services with us are no longer needed." Well, fine. It'll hurt. It's a shocker, but fine. I'll go find another job. Or even better, I can now focus on my business 1,000% instead of going, 500 and 500, or in layman's terms, 50-50, trying to run my business and work for you at the same time. See, I'm that type of person. Okay, there's a roadblock in the road. How do I still get to the other side? There's no stopping me. It's not a woman on this planet that could go, "Hey, such and such, Flaw, this ain't working." And I get into my emotional bed. You don't think it's working? You're telling me that you don't want to deal with me anymore? Fine. That's fine. Women don't like that. Some women, I'll say some women. Because I hate when people put everybody in the bowl. I hate when people I hate when people say, "Hey, why do men?" No, why the men that or why the men that you associate with do certain things? All men. I don't know what the fuck you even talking about. Nigga ain't never do that. But anyways, but getting in my bag. I forgot where I was at because I just went off in a tangent. Some women want you. There it is. Women will approach you and be on some, "Hey, this ain't working." And it's a code for they want you to react. They want you to show some type of passion. But what if that's not you? You now put yourself in a corner. Because let's be honest, you can be on some, "Well, she said she didn't want me." And that could be dead ass. But in reality, not so reality, because she didn't say it, she really wants something different from you, a different type of energy. So when I was on social media, I actually ran into a story on Facebook, on Twitter, and it actually broke down a few different type of guys, so we say. And I think I found myself in one, but taking it out and putting some in. So here we go. The one who escaped the friend zone. The definition of this guy is: you already know him through mutual friends, charming and flirty, but never inappropriate, pursues you as a friend first through common interests, great listener, gives amazing advice, respects your boundaries, and takes you to a concert for your first date. I don't think this is you. You already know him from mutual friend. Could be me. Charming and flirty, but never inappropriate. Yeah, this is me. This is me. Pursues you as a friend first through common interests. This is me. Great listener and gives amazing advice. And you know what? I'm the one who escaped from the friend zone. That's a good one. I like him. Number 2, the above and beyond guy. Direct when communicating and doesn't beat around the bush. That ain't me. Great at courting. Observant. Takes you to your favorite restaurant as a first date. Yeah, I'm not Mr. Above and Beyond. It's not me. What about you, though? Listen closely, because a lot of these gentlemen could represent you. The gentleman polite, family orientated, really enjoys your presence and invites you everywhere, provider, and takes you to a fun class for the first date. Culinary class for your first date. I think that the more you read, the more you realize you take some in, you take some out, and you could be whoever you want to be. Not whoever you want to be, but if some of these things, like, you might not be the gentleman, but you also might be polite. You understand what I'm saying? All right, the creative guy might be a photographer, open-minded, challenges your views and enjoys debating, compliments you on the little things and makes you feel beautiful, takes you on art exhibits on your first date. I am definitely not the creative guy. Zero, zilch, nada, none of that. Trust me. The career-driven guy, motivating as fuck, inspires you to meet your goals, makes time for you, super loving when he lets his guards down, HBCU grad, takes you to happy hour for your first date. I'm not the career driven guy, even though eventually I'm going to be, running my own business. But I'm not him. The laid back guy, somewhat quiet but peaceful, but a powerful presence, down for whatever, eager to learn more about you, positive, great conversation, takes you on a food festival for the first date. Takes you to a food festival on the first date. I could be a mixture of the laid back guy and the one who escaped from the friend zone. Now, I say all of that to say, we got to know who we're dealing with, right? If I'm the laid back guy, why would you pull teeth to get me to react in a way that it's not my strength? You understand? Or maybe I'm bugging. Maybe it's me. But do all guys have to have that bag in them? What about the circumstances? Life. What if it's more than just a woman? What if it's kids involved? What if you guys just brought a house? You know? There's a lot that goes into wanting to make things work and people wanting to pull your strings. Me personally, I can't see myself begging somebody that I just met, and I wouldn't care if it was 10 years ago. I'm damn near 40. I ain't know you all my life. Maybe you here for a reason. Maybe you're here for a season or two. Maybe you was just here to help me get through something, and then vice versa. But no, I can't see myself begging for anybody. I brought that up because there was a situation where a guy had broke into the home looking for his girlfriend. I don't know if y'all remember that story, and I don't really remember who it was. But I'd be like, yo, before we kill this guy, because he is a nut, like he broke in the house with a machete or something. Let's keep it funky. Women like that shit. Chase them. Don't hurt them, but chase them. You see them out on a date, beat their new boyfriend up. They like that shit, man. I just can't do it. It's just not my thing. I'm not going to stay too more on that. I just wanted to bring that up to like, hey, just because you see some crazy shit on social media doesn't mean that strings ain't being pulled on both sides. Me personally, as a laid back guy, I wouldn't know when to act like a nut. You got to know when to act like a nut. Because sometimes women really want you to stop. But who knows when that is? I be seeing pictures and stuff of men putting their hands around women's throats and it turns them on. Well, that don't work all the time. I be seeing situations where women and men be arguing and the woman just wants you to stop what she's doing and kiss her and just take her. And that don't work all the time. When is that a go? When is that the thing to do? I don't know. So I'm going to stay in my smooth bag and not do shit. I'm going to move on, though. Let's get into some fresher Fiasco. Fresher Fiasco. Chadwick Boseman has signed a 5-year movie deal in 2014 while joining the MCU. Black Panther 2 will be his last movie in the MCU as he never renewed any of his deals, which makes sense. He knew his time was limited. So why? I'm assuming. At first I heard it was about money, but I guess we all, we all see why that, he might have been like, listen, I'm done. Marvel Studios and director Ryan Coogler might use the digital double technology to give a grand send-off to Chadwick Boseman T'Challa character, similar to Paul Walker's character in the Fast and Furious series. Now, I remember when the Paul Walker situation happened, and their situation was different because they were in the middle of filming and they had to finish some scenes. So they had to add Paul Walker's brother and some special digital doubling technology to the film. I get that Chadwick's passing happened at a crazy time. Nobody saw it coming. Nobody. So now you're scrambling to come up with ideas for the movie. I'm going to go Fiasco to say I don't think this is it. I think this is just an idea that was thrown out there early to see what the people think. I think that I was hearing that Chadwick was going to get replaced anyway with his sister. And I just think that's how it was originally going to work. And with all the MCU movies, they can have, before Black Panther 2 comes out, they can have a scenario where they get the message of T'Challa's passing. To where, there was an accident in Wakanda and T'Challa passed. You don't have to do anything in the Black Panther 2. You can pay your respects to him throughout the movie. That's a fact. But he doesn't have to be in it because there's so many movies that they have to come out with first to build up to the Black Panther. And he can just pass in one of the movies. Let's say, name a movie. Let's say Spider-Man 3 comes out before it, which I doubt it. I do. Let's say Spider-Man 3 comes out. Let's say Guardian of the Galaxies 3 comes out before Black Panther, which I think is the move. They get a message saying, man, T'Challa passed away. There was an accident in Wakanda. I think that is just a smooth way of doing it. And we can get ready for Black Panther 2 and just let them, run the movie the way it's going to be run now. So I'm going to say Fiasco. We don't have to do any of that. Move on. Fresh to Fiasco. Kanye West wants to wear Jordans. Fiasco. For a reason like this, you are signed to Adidas. And if you don't know, what you should know, Nike, Adidas, Reeboks, it's not really a joint venture there. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we're not cool. We're in competition with each other. If I'm Adidas, Kanye, I need you to wear Adidas all the time. I need people to see you with them on. That's how we sell them. If you wear Jordans, it's a possibility that the people that follow you might want those Jordans you got. Because we know you're going to freak it. You're a stylist. You're not just going to cop some Jordans and just call it a day. You might freak them in a way where people be like, oh, shit, I want those Jordans. I just don't see you copping a pair of 12s and rocking them. You might get a special color. You might do this and a third. Now, who knows if that will affect Yeezus shoe sales. But as a business, no. Remember on the Michael Jordan doc, the Bulls doc, where Jordan had signed with Nike, but Reebok had the USA jackets? And what did Jordan do? He covered up the Reebok sign, the Reebok logo. It's real out there in them streets, fam. No, you cannot wear Adidas. Fiasco. Fresher Fiasco. Fan gets ejected from Lakers-Rockets game for an altercation with Russell Westbrook. I'm going to go Fiasco. From what I heard, a fan who I think it's Rajon Rondo's brother called Westbrook trash. I can call you trash if I want to, fam. This is the second time. Now, we let it slide last time because it was Utah. Fuck Utah. He said some fans shouted racist stuff at him. Yeah. We hear about that all the time in the NBA. But now Westbrook uses that card again. Oh, what did you say to me? He was frustrated that his team was losing. They got blown out by like 20 points. And they got eliminated. Frustration. We all know how that go. When you get frustrated and you can't do nothing about the matter at hand, you take it out on somebody else. It's human nature. It's what we do. So Westbrook turned around, asked the fan, what do you say to me? And the fan got ejected. The fan got ejected from a bubble game because Westbrook is emotional. I was watching that Rockets-Lakers game last night like, yeah, this is what KD tried to tell us all the time, all along. Westbrook ain't that good. Yes, man, everybody in the NBA is good. Yes, Westbrook is the former MVP. Yes, Westbrook averaged a triple-double for like 2-3 years. But, man, he's an out-of-control player, and until he gets control of his game, he's never going to be just that guy to finish off things. It's just the way it is. So I'm going to go Fiasco that a fan actually got ejected from a bubble game. Now, I told y'all I got a 2-for-1 for y'all. So with that being said, let's get into it one more time.
Fuck is you doing? Fuck is you proving? Fuck is you doing? Bitch ass nigga, fuck is you doing?
The fuck are you talking about?
Fuck is you
The fuck are you talking about?
Fuck is you doing?
Bullshit.
Bitch ass nigga, fuck is you doing? Fuck is you proving? Fuck is you doing?
2-for-1 special.
Bitch ass nigga, fuck is you doing? Fuck is you proving? Fuck is you doing?
All right. So the second fuck is you doing of this episode goes out to Houston Rockets Danuel House, who has to leave the NBA bubble because he violated. He had an unauthorized guest in his room. Once again, I get it. People do this all the time. Sneak people into the rooms, the hotels, whatever. You just, it's the life. But when you get caught, you look like an idiot. Now, yeah, maybe he felt a little under the weather and he did a COVID test. Allegedly, the lady that he invited over or inside his room was a COVID tester. I don't know her, her specific title of her, of what she does. But she is known to test people for COVID. They might have seen each other, locked eyes. He a basketball player. He's lonely in the bubble. And first off, I know people are miserable. It's been about 2 months since they've been in the bubble, right? And I think some has brought family, some has not. Family didn't come at first, so people are lonely. I get it. But I don't know, because you do know, it's like a month left. Like if you did 60 days, you could do 30. It's a matter of self-discipline. It's a matter of willpower. It's a matter of strength. But Danuel House didn't have that. And he was the sixth man on the Rockets. And the Rockets won the first game. Me personally, I'm not saying because Danuel House got kicked out that the Rockets lost 4-1. They was going to lose 4-1 anyway. But I've never heard of a Danuel House before this bubble. A lot of you guys who need jobs next season are playing it real thin because you guys aren't listening. You guys aren't self-disciplined. You guys can't be sharp when it's time to be sharp. I need you for 60 to 90 days. I need you. You guys haven't played in 6 months or so, 5 months. I need you to give me 2 to 3 months of your time and don't bullshit me. Now, I know, once again, it's bullshit everywhere. Why should we be perfect? Because if you get caught, you look like a fucking idiot. Danuel House, I'm not going to spend too much more time on you. You got caught. You got kicked out. Your team lost. You look like a fool. Your name is spread all over the news, all over the world. So with that being said, my brother.
Fuck is you doing? Fuck is you proving? Fuck is you doing? Bitch ass nigga, fuck is you doing? Fuck is you proving? Fuck is you doing?
You heard?
Bitch ass nigga, fuck is you doing? Fuck is you proving? Fuck is you doing? Bitch ass nigga, fuck is you doing?
Yes, sir. It's crazy in September where you can get playoff basketball and NFL games. So we got it good, man. I'm about to get out of here so I can enjoy some sports. And I'm about to get ready for the Bars and Shots podcast that I record on Sunday nights as well. This is me, Flaw 700, the Podcast Brothers, live at Starbucks for the first time in a long time. And I'm out.